Okay, so now I'm going to be working on part D. And part D is where we're going to be multiplying and dividing our complex numbers. So for part D, I'm going to start with number 27, which is B times H. So that equals B, which is -5 plus 8i, times H, which is just -3/8. So now I'm going to distribute that -3/8 to the left. That ends up being positive 15/8. And then 8i times -3/8, the 8's are going to cancel, and we actually just end up with -3i. Okay, 28. For number 28, I've got a times f. So a is 3 minus 6i, and f is -5/6 plus 1/2 I. Now I'm going to have to do some FOILing here, and I'm going to write it as fractions, and I'll worry about reducing later. So 3 times -5/6, that's going to be -15/6. 3 times 1/2 I, that's 3/2 I. -6 times -5/6, that ends up being plus 30 divided by 6i. And then -6 times 1/2, I'm going to go ahead and just write that as -3i squared. Alright, so -5 divided by 6, each of those can be divisible by 3, so that's -5/2. Alright, 3/2 plus 36. Well, 3/2 is the same as 9/6. So when I add those, I get 39i divided by 6. And then I've got this -3i squared. Well, that's -3 times -1. Keep going there. I'm going to have this -3 times -1 is really +3. So I'm going to go ahead and write -5/2 plus 39i divided by 6 plus, rather than 3, I'm going to write it as 6/2. And when I add that, I end up with 1/2 plus 39/6. Now 39/6 divides. Both of those, 3 can go into both of those, so that will be 13i divided by 2. Okay, number 29. 29 is a times b. This one's actually a little bit easier just because you do not have to worry about the fractions, but it is going to be done the same way. Alright, so a times b. A is 3 minus 6i. B is -5 plus 8i. And I'm going to go ahead and FOIL those. So 3 times -5 is -15. 3 times 8i is plus 24i. Then we have plus 30i, and then minus 48i squared. So that's -15 plus 54i minus 48 times -1. So really that's the same as -15 plus 54i plus 48. And if you do -15 plus 48, you get our answer of 33 plus 54i. And the last one on this section where we're multiplying is d times c. And so d is negative 6i. And c is 4 plus 7i. So I'm going to multiply those and get negative 24i minus 42i squared. Now, that's the same as negative 24i minus 42 times negative 1. Well, minus 42 times negative 1 is the same as plus 42, positive 42. And so I'm going to write that out front, because I always want my real number to be first.